all these freaking dumb retarded.
Okay. Alright, here we go. We're going to take a few notes today, and then I'll kind of warn you what you're going to have for your homework and how you're going to do it. I'll put it up on the board so you can see it. You'll need your Chromebook to do your homework today, and a piece of paper. So, alright, we're in section 4.7, which is kind of cool. We're going to actually do this. We're doing scientific notation. Now, there's two ways to do scientific notation. You can go like decimals or natural numbers. So the two categories we've had, the classifications of numbers that we've been dealing with, have been naturals and rationals. Now they are technically all rational numbers, but we're dealing with just natural numbers, and then we just dealt with rationals, which are decimals or fractions, which in our case we're doing decimals. The goal today is to make sure that you're very good at converting. Okay, so if I give you a number today, if I give you a digit, can you convert it? Can you actually manipulate it so it's in what we call proper scientific notation? That's what we're doing today in the homework. We're just going one direction. So it's not going both. So because on both, what I mean is I could give you scientific notation and you need to give me what the original number is. That's something we might save for a later date. But for right now, we're going one direction. The goal is to do a couple examples of these. I'm going to do maybe 2 or 3 examples of these today, maybe of each type, so that you're very good at it. And I want to see if you can do it, and then I'm going to show you what your homework will look like. Okay? Alright, well, let's do the first one together. We're going to just deal with natural numbers for these first 3 examples. So natural numbers. And then we'll deal with the rationals here in a minute. So natural numbers only. So let's say I give you a number like, let's go 12,300. Okay? This is my first example. That is a big number. Now, no, it's not very big, but it is a larger number. And I want to convert this. I want to convert it so that it's written in proper scientific notation. Proper scientific. Okay? So here's the idea. The decimal's in the back. You need to move it so it's on the farthest number on the left, behind it. So what's the farthest number on the left?
1.
The 1. We put the decimal behind it. Like this. 2.3, right? And then you chop off any zeros. So if you have a bunch of zeros, you chop them off. I only want you to go about 2 decimals past it. So there's a bunch of numbers back here. I only want to have 3 numbers written. Okay, so I don't even care if there's a bunch. Now, we're going to put a times 10. And how many spots did you move your decimal? So it's behind the 1. How many spots when you count? 2, 3, 4. 4 spots. You put a 4 here. That's your answer. That's what I'm looking for. So let's do a bigger number now. So again, you need to count to figure out how many spots you're moving. So you're bouncing past each number. So you literally have to count by hand. Okay? And if you want, I can print off the homework. If you don't want to look at your Chromebook screen, I can print it off so that you can actually count physically with your hands and drag across, because that's easy enough. Okay? Alright, now, let's do another one, but let's do a bigger number. So let's go a number like 8679320. Okay, so it's 86 million. Okay? So this is my second example. Okay, so just like I explained before, I want the decimals in the back. We need to move it behind what number?
The 8.
The 8. So you're going to put 8.67. Now again, you can stop there. You don't need to go any. These are 3 significant digits. If you want to round to make that 8.68, you can, but I'm not really worried about it. 3 digits. We put a times 10 behind it. And how many spots did you move your decimal so it's behind the 8? Say it? 7. And that's the number that goes on the power of the 10. Now, it's a positive 7 because these numbers are huge. Okay? Alright, I'm going to give you a number. I want to see if you guys can do it on paper. So if you have your notes out, I'd like to see it. In fact, maybe I'll even have you come up here and write one down. But here you go. So this is my next example. Let's try this out and see how all you do. Alright. I want to see this number written in proper scientific notation. So if you want to come up, you can put it on that side of the board so you don't have to be in the camera shot if you don't want to. But I want to see you both come up here, and I want you to write it down just like mine. So, Eric, you want
write
this?
it how like you did your
Yeah,
example?
like the other ones, okay? So, and if Eric, you want me to create your own, I can create your own as well. So. you want me to create one for you, Sam, I'll create one for you. So, Sam, here's your number, so you can do that one. Sam, here's yours. Let's go with, there's yours. Okay. And again, you guys are off camera, so
Yeah.
the camera ends right at that metal setting there.
Okay, so Eric might be in a little bit though.
Yeah, 640. Okay, so write it down in scientific notation, proper scientific notation with about 3 digits necessary.
So we always have to put the decimal like
Yep.
right here.
So write down 3 numbers, yep.
Point. So then we would just write the first numbers right here to make it like.
Yep. Nice.
Yeah.
So it's times 10.
So this times 10?
Yep, and then you gotta put a power above it. Boom, that's how you do it. Okay, do we feel comfortable with those? Looks like you guys are pretty good with that. Eric, pretty good. Your number was significantly longer than the other ones, but you were right. You actually put 4 digits. You only had to do 3. When you put times 10, you did move it the correct number of spots, and then same with yours. Nice. Okay, do we feel good with the first ones?
Yes.
Okay, do you guys need a little time to write those down? Are you guys good?
I'm good.
Good. Okay, I'll leave those 2 over there so you can see.
Okay.
Okay, well now let's do the next ones, which are now rational numbers. So now I'm going to give you a decimal, and we'll do this. We'll do kind of the same idea here. We'll do 3 examples, and then I'll turn you loose in your homework, and I'll explain. Okay, so rational numbers. So these are anything written as a fraction or decimal, and the decimal has to be terminating or repeating. So rational numbers. Okay. So first example, 0.00567 niner. There you go. All right. We have to move the decimal behind the first number on the left. What's the first number on the left?
9.
Nope. Leftmost number.
Oh, 5.
5. That's the leftmost number. So we're going to move the decimal to there. It's always the number on the left side. If there's zeros, you ignore zeros. So 5.6, and I'll go 6.7. You can go round it to 6.8. 3 digits. We have the times 10 behind it. And now since this number was less than $1, I'll have a negative power on it because we're moving the decimal the wrong direction. And how many spots did I move it? How many total spots did I move this decimal right here to get behind the 5? 3. That's your answer. If it has a negative. That's the only difference. So if you have a decimal to start with, you'll have a negative. Okay?
So
All right.
it's just pretty much like the last one.
Yep, almost identical. So now let's do a couple more here. So 0.650021. Okay? All right. So we're going to move the decimal. So what's my number going to be? I want three digits. So if I move my decimal, what number do I have to put it behind? The farthest number on the left. So where am I moving my decimal?
Between the 5?
Yep, between the 6 and the 5, yep. So 6.5, and if you want to go 6.50, that's fine, you don't have to. Times 10. Now, positive or negative power?
Negative.
Negative, because it is less than $1. And how many spots? 1. You moved it 1 spot. That's how you do that problem. Okay, I'm going to give you 2 examples. Each of you will get an example here. I want to see it off to the side. Okay, here you go. Here's your examples. 0.0000784. And so Eric, that'll be yours. Sam, yours is down here. 0.0005432.
Is this top on its bottom?
Yeah. So you're fine. Yep. So you guys are off camera here, so you guys can try it out, see without fear of being seen in here. So, oh yeah, if you want to erase, I have a towel so you can erase it if you want.
That way don't get confused.
Yeah. But I don't want, because it's like a different colors, that's why I'm not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, very funny. And see what you do with mine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yep. I can get real creative.
So the thing would go between the 4 and the 7.
784, by the way. There. 784, 1.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's easy.
Okay. Okay. Now you can. Yeah. Okay, so good. Remember, write 3 numbers down, the times 10, and then you gotta figure out the power.
Mine would go right there,
Yeah.
right?
You're absolutely right.
Is mine right?
So far, so good. Keep going.
So far, all your markers are starting to die, I think.
Yeah, I've been using them a lot today, so I gotta get new ones.
Do I have to
Can I just
write
put
all
that
that?
number?
No, you only have to
Okay.
write your main number and where the decimal's going. Remember, it has to be behind the leftmost number.
Oh.
The leftmost number. Yeah. And you only have to go three digits. You wouldn't have to write them all. So you could have went 5.43. Yeah. You don't need the 2 and the 1. You can leave them there, but you didn't need to. Three significant numbers. So there you go. There. See if everybody guesses. Nice. Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Your power is too big, and you don't have the decimal behind the first number on the left.
Or it has to be behind the first.
Yeah, so what's the first number that decimal has to be behind? What's the first number on the left?
7.
7. The decimal has to be there. So when you write your number down, it should be 7 point something.
Oh.
Okay, because you have the 0 up front. I don't want that. And then your power was off too, because you counted too far. Nice. Okay, and then times 10, you need the times 10 on it. That's a weird way to write it.
I know.
Let's do this. Because your 6 is wrong anyway. So times 10, times 10, just put it back. Put it in the back. Big numbers like I'm doing. Times 10, there you go, times 10. And now how many spots do you move it back so the decimal's behind the 7, not the 8? You have to go behind the 7. How many spots? Count it again. Count with your fingers.
Oh. Ah. Oh, the small one.
And what do you need in front of it? Is that less than $1 or is it more than $1?
Oh.
There you go, now you're good. Okay. We feel comfortable with this stuff now?
Yep.
Okay. So now let me show you what your homework's going to entail, and then I'm going to put up on the board. I will send you a direct link to it so you can actually see it, but I want to show you on the board first before I send you the direct link to the actual website.
Pretty quick.
Okay. I think this is kind of a more interesting assignment for us. We haven't done something like this before. All right. Let me pop it up on the board. All right.
Sam, are you moving earlier today?
All right. We're good.
No? You should come to the toxic tonight.
Heck no.
Yeah!
It's gonna be vocal?
It's gonna be fun.
I'm done with vocal.
It's gonna be watch.
All right. All right.
Oh, great.
U.S. national debt clock. All right, so I think this is just really, really cool the way this works. If you highlight any certain spot, it kind of shows you the numbers that are involved here. I'm going to try to make it a little bit smaller. It's hard to get this perfect. Oh, perfect. There we go. All right, so here's how it works. If you need to, you can take a screenshot so you can research how to do that. Eric, your goal is to change these numbers, the top 2 rows. Change each of these numbers into scientific notation.
Oh my gosh.
Start here, change that to scientific notation. So you just go 3 digits and just put the times 10 behind it, right? Same with that. Here, 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 here. Label your answers. Just try to keep it in the same box like I did. Okay? Sam, yours.
How am I supposed to do that?
Change each one separately. They're like 17 problems. You're changing each one. Hey, we just did it on the board. Changing them all the same.
Yes, but it's good.
So, you only have to go 3 digits. You don't have to go all the way back. That's why I've been going 3 digits.
Yeah.
Okay? Sam, your problems.
Yes, to change all 4 rows.
He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, you have these. Those are the ones you have, Sam. Okay, got it? So, you have the exact same number of problems, you just have different numbers. So, you can't compare each answers to each other. So you have your own set of problems. Okay, remember, only 3 digits. I'll give you an example. Let's say my problem was this one. Let's say this is my problem. Okay, so I'm going to move the decimal, that's way back here. I'm going to move it behind the front number on the left. So my number would be 1.97 times 10. Okay, because I'm moving the decimal all the way to the front, 1.97. And then I count 3, 6, 9, 12, 13. So it's 13.
Are you just going to send us a dead clock one?
Yeah, I'm just going to send you that. Now, you need to keep track of which ones you have to do. Okay? You need to label each problem. So, like, so Eric, your first answer, you're going to label it the national debt.
Okay.
Then your second one, maybe you're going to do this one. And then the next one, taxpayers, and then federal tax revenue. And then Sam, you do the same thing. You label yours Medicaid, Social Security, defense, war. You know, you're going to label each problem. But this is what I'm looking for. 3 digits with a times 10 behind it. And if you have to convert, just make sure you do that. Okay? Be careful where the decimal is. Some of these are not commas, they're decimals.
How are we supposed to do it? Because it just gives us the whole thing.
You just go 3 digits, count how many spots you move that decimal. Okay? Alright, I'm gonna send you the link, and then you guys are good to go. Okay?
Okay. I'd like to see how much choice is in that. Or 18,000 more. Not as bad as the world.
See, it's the 16th this Friday.
Ohio.
Okay, I just sent it to you.
Oh, more than Ohio.
Okay, make sure that you are doing the right problem. So Eric, you have the top 2 rows, and then Sam, you have this box and the box down below it. So be careful, maybe you need to write it. Here's what I'd almost recommend. You can screenshot what's on the screen, so it's a picture, and then you can just use the picture so the numbers aren't moving and you're getting all confused. I'm actually going to take a screenshot right now so I can compare your answers to what's up here, because these will change. If you wait till Friday to do this assignment, your numbers will be different. Because they change every second of the day. So you got to do it now.
They'll be bigger.
They'll be bigger, they're going to grow. So I wouldn't wait.
In fact, you're about to watch me take a screenshot here in a second.
I gotta find it. Oh. Oh, what's that one?
Just took a screenshot. Okay, there you go.